Hi, my name is Sandra Conran. I'm a physical therapist here at Bodies in Motion, the Reston office, and I have a certification in the Otago Falls Prevention Program. Have you fallen in the last year? Do you feel unsteady when you walk? Do you worry about falling? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you would benefit from a fall screening assessment and, based on the outcomes, appropriate recommendations on how to improve and maintain your balance. If you answered yes, you are not alone. 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 falls every year. An older adult falls every second. Falls are the #1 reasons for hip fractures, and the rate of hip fractures is doubling every decade after the age of 50. And those who have a hip fracture, 50% of them never resume walking. A fall is an unplanned, unexpected contact with a supporting surface. In other words, if you lose your balance and catch it by grabbing onto a wall or plopping in a chair, that is technically a fall. Falls can lead to an increased fear of falling. That in turn leads to an increased risk of falling because of decreased activity level and increased caution. Our walking pattern becomes more guarded as we age as well. Our step length decreases, the width of our stride widens, the time that we stand on one leg increases, the swing of our arms gets less, as does the rotation of our trunk. Balance is the ability to maintain our center of gravity within our base of support, our feet when we're standing, with minimal postural sway. Balance is affected by our strength, our vision, the inner ear, which houses our vestibular system, medications we may be taking, and hazards in the home, such as low lighting, throw rugs, electrical cords, and small pets. Next, we're going to try screening ourselves for our balance. Our first assessment is going to be for lower extremity strength and endurance. You'll need a chair. You're going to sit on the forward portion of the chair, cross your arms over your chest, keep a straight back. You'll need a timer set for 30 seconds. And when we say go, we're going to stand up and sit down as many times as we can during 30 seconds. Here we go. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I scored 13 on the 30-second sit to stand. Attached, you will find age and gender norms to determine how you score on this particular assessment. Our second test is the time up and go. To complete this assessment, you will need a chair, you will need a 10-foot path of walking and be able to note where the end of that 10 feet is, and a stopwatch. To begin this test, we will start in the chair. When you begin the timer, you will walk down to the cone, return, and come back to the chair and sit down. Time begins when you stand up and ends when you sit. Here we go. Begin. Again, we have age norms and gender norms for you to determine how you score for your age group. Our next assessment is the 4-stage static balance test. We're going to stand in 4 different positions. If you are able to stand in the first one safely for 10 seconds, then go ahead and move to the second test position and see if you can hold that for 10 seconds. Our first position is in a normal base of support, feet together, and for 10 seconds. And here we go. Eyes are open and I'm looking ahead as I'm counting. And I did that successfully for 10 seconds. So the next position that I am going to do is to put the heel of one foot at the instep of my other foot. And again, I'm going to hold that for 10 seconds. Sway is okay. If you need to step out or put a hand against a wall or chair, then that is a failure of that test. We're going to repeat this with the opposite leg. And again, 10 seconds. And finally, we're going to do a tandem stance position. And this is where I have one foot directly in front of the other. And can I hold this for 10 seconds? Good. And again, test on the other side as well. You would add up the scores of however many seconds you were successfully able to do in each of those positions. Remember, if you do not safely complete one in 10 seconds, do not go to the following test, as each one is more challenging for your static balance. So how can you improve your balance if your score is low on any of these 3 screening assessments? If you scored relatively well for your age group on the Timed Up and Go test, then a community class such as Tai Chi or SAIL, which is an acronym that stands for Stay Active and Independent for Life, would be an appropriate balance course for you. If your scores are below normal on all of the screens, consider seeing a physical therapist, especially one trained in the research-supported Otago Balance Program.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our channel for videos on other physical therapy topics. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and share it with others.